Hi chess friends, today I want to show you two really incredible chess problems. Here we have this first position where white has checkmate in 5. If you want to try to find, stop the video because it's so really beautiful. And it's really bad position for white seems because black has this two pair of rook really strong. This pawn will be a queen really soon. There is this strong light square bishop, so white has no time for something like queen f4 to threaten queen f6 because here follows simply rook b7 check, king d6 all square, rook d8 square, and after king c5 rook b5 checkmate. And it's the same if you try something like this to threatening queen f6 is similar, rook b7 check, king d6. Now you can't play this move rook d8 because queen covers this, but you can simply promote your pawn to a queen, and here white has no this check because king is not more on e6. So you have to do something of really aggressive and really fast. And now I show you this brutal move, really impressive. Here white has to play this beautiful queen h6 check. What a queen sacrifice. King has to decide if come here g8, king come here, king f6, and queen for g7 checkmate is unstoppable. If king decide to come on h8, king f6 again, and look at this coordination of pieces. Queen g7, here black can cover with the rook to cover g7, but now follows this rook e8, and rook has to capture, and this is checkmate. Otherwise, for another move like rook b8 to try if white capture rook and capture, no, because here this rook pin other rook because there is a king under, and here you have queen g7 checkmate. This rook can capture the queen because there is a rook white to pin. Okay, what a beautiful checkmate. So here black has to accept, but after king capture for h6, queen sacrifice, there is a wonderful move, king f6. This king here is so safe, there is no check, and in this way this king cut off g7 square, g5 square for the black king, and now black can do nothing. If black can try to promote, look at this, rook h5 check, pawn has to capture, g4 h5, and now g5. What a beautiful checkmate with the king and with the pawn, and with the h7 pawn, h5 pawn that blocks the black king. Use the pieces of your opponent to do checkmate. So beautiful checkmate with the pawn and king. So the only way to stop this idea after king f6 is to play something like rook g8, only move, because here the same idea doesn't work. Rook for h5, g for h5, and now this pawn can be pushed because rook simply capture. Okay, if you want to try something like this to push again, rook will capture this pawn, and black here is completely winning. So after rook g8, here white has to play rook e2. What a move to threat again rook h2, and there is no way for black to stop. The same move rook e1, similar move rook e1 is not right because rook can come here. Okay, and after, for example, this rook can come here and will control the h file and prevent the coming of the rook on h2. So the right move here is simply rook e2, and now there is no way to stop this move. This pawn cover h5, this king cover g7 square, g5 square, and here white is not important if black try to push. This is always checkmate, and there is no way to stop this rook. So what a wonderful mate with a queen sacrifice, king capture for h6, and now king for f6 to control this square. Rook has to come here, and now rook here. So beautiful. Or it's so beautiful geometry of this problem, because if black here do something else, for example promote a queen, rook here h5, what a beautiful checkmate. So we can go for the second problem. Now you have this endgame and you are down material, because you have only a queen, a knight, and a really dangerous pass pawn, but black has a queen, a bishop, and a rook. So it is a really bad situation for the material, and 2 pawn. Okay, so here white has to try something. He can't promote the pawn because it would be simply capture, and this is a completely bad position for white. And seems that white here can do nothing. There is no check. Interesting, like queen c3 is completely blocked by other queen. Seems white here is completely losing. But look at these tactics. Try to find the best move here for white. Now I show you. Look at this move. Queen f5 check. What a move. The idea is so beautiful, because here king has to come, if decide not to accept the sacrifice, has to come here, but follows simply queen capture for h5 and will be a promote really soon. So will be completely winning. After rook capture here, white can play queen for queen b6 check, rook c6, and like queen d4, and after king move white will promote to a queen. So here is so bad, but black has to capture the queen. Look at this, queen f5, and after king capture here, your knight is a monster, because knight d4, what a double, a check and attack for the rook, and king has no square. It's so beautiful, because king white king covers g6 square, g5 square, g4 square, and this knight cover the e6 square, and king has no escape. Only square is this, but now follows knight capture for c6 and another a double check and attack for the queen. And after the king move, knight capture, and now it's completely winning for white, because this bishop is not able to stop the pawn. The pawn will be a queen really soon. So what an incredible combination. Queen f5 check. And look at this. So I hope this video enjoy you. Like always, I wanted to show you this beauty and the power of a knight, and with the queen sacrifice, and another sacrifice with a wonderful checkmate of the king and of the pawn, with the pawn of opponent, with the help of a pawn of opponents that block the black king. What a wonderful and problem. So thank you really much for watching my video. Remember, you can always comment my videos. I will answer you. You are always welcome. And remember to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And see you soon with another video. Thank you and bye bye.